Every year, millions of us in the UK file our tax returns, breathe a sigh of relief, and move on. But what if I told you that long after you've hit submit, a powerful, unseen system is still watching? Deep inside Britain's digital core, an algorithm is silently at work, built to spot lies, patterns, and hidden wealth that no human eye could ever find. It's called Connect, and it's the high-tech weapon of choice for His Majesty's Revenue and Customs, or HMRC. This isn't just another government database. Connect is one of the most advanced big data surveillance systems in Europe. It systematically cross-references almost every part of your financial life, your bank transactions, property purchases, business accounts, and yes, even your social media activity. Since its launch, this silent auditor has quietly helped HMRC recover over £4.6 billion in unpaid taxes. But how does it actually work? How much does it really know about you? And as this technology becomes more powerful, how far should we let tax surveillance go? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the UK's digital tax detective. Connect was first rolled out back in 2010 and received a major upgrade in 2025. Imagine a vast digital web. At its center is Connect, linking over 30 separate, massive data sources. We're talking about everything from the land registry and company's house, which track property and business ownership, to airline manifests and credit card networks. Every purchase you make, every transfer you send, every asset you acquire becomes another thread in this web, creating a single, comprehensive financial profile for every taxpayer. But simply collecting data is just the beginning. The real power of Connect lies in its brain. Using advanced analytics and artificial intelligence, the system calculates what HMRC calls a risk score. Think of it as a digital fingerprint of how likely you are to be underdeclaring your income or hiding assets. If that score crosses a hidden, secret threshold, the system doesn't send you a warning letter. Instead, it silently alerts a human investigator. À tel point, they can open a file on you, request specific documents, or, in more serious cases, launch a full-scale, intrusive audit into your financial life. What makes Connect so unnervingly effective is that it doesn't just look at cold, hard numbers. It analyzes behavior. It asks intelligent, probing questions that a human auditor might not even think of. Questions like, does this person's lifestyle actually match their declared income? Are they consistently spending more than they claim to earn? Why does a self-employed builder from Birmingham suddenly own 3 properties in Spain? Every single clue, no matter how small, is weighed and compared against billions of other data points from across the country. In the last year alone, Connect analyzed around 700 million financial transactions. It's searching for anomalies, red flags, and inconsistencies that manual audits, with their limited scope and human error, could never hope to find. The results speak for themselves. A Financial Times investigation in 2025 revealed that HMRC had recovered a staggering £4.6 billion directly from leads generated by Connect. It's no surprise that officials inside the agency now refer to it as the silent auditor. It's always on, always learning, and, crucially, it never forgets. Let's look at some real-world examples of how this works. Take a landlord in London who declared just £12,000 a year in rental income. On paper, it seemed plausible. But Connect saw something else. It cross-referenced his name with the land registry and found 5 properties registered to him. Then, it scanned online platforms and discovered dozens of Airbnb listings for those same properties. The numbers didn't add up, and he was caught. In another case, a trader claimed minimal profits from his business, but Connect detected a different story. It saw He was importing luxury cars and flagged international flight payments made from overseas bank accounts linked to him. Ouitamont unraveled. For HMRC, this technology is the key to closing Britain's massive tax gap, the £36 billion difference between what the government should collect and what it actually receives. But, as with any powerful surveillance tool, there's another side to this story. Civil liberties campaigners are raising serious alarms. They warn that Connect operates with enormous power and almost zero public transparency. The system can access your banking data, property records, and even social media activity without your direct, explicit permission. Critics fear that a single flawed data point or a glitch in the algorithm could trigger false investigations, turning innocent people's lives upside down. The bigger concern is that the UK could be slowly, silently drifting towards a digital surveillance state where every financial move is monitored. HMRC, for its part, maintains its position firmly. They argue that every data source it uses is legal, proportionate, and absolutely necessary to fight the serious crime of tax evasion. They say it's about creating a level playing field, ensuring everyone pays their fair share. Yet, as the system's capabilities grow, so does the ethical dilemma: how much of our personal privacy are we, as citizens, willing to trade for the promise of fairness? And Connect is about to get even more powerful. By 2026, it's set to expand again. This time, it will be integrated with international data exchanges that track offshore accounts and cryptocurrency trades. For the very first time, HMRC will have real-time, global visibility of cross-border wealth flows, a domain previously shrouded in secrecy. With every upgrade, Britain's digital tax eye grows sharper, its gaze wider. The era of paper receipts and human auditors is fading. We are now in the age of algorithms, pattern recognition, and machine judgment. We've learned that even senior HMRC officials privately call the system the brain, a central hub where finance, artificial intelligence, and law enforcement converge. It doesn't rest, it doesn't get tired, and it doesn't forget. So the next time you post a photo of that new car, finalize a property sale, or take on a bit of freelance work, just remember, somewhere, deep inside HMRC's secure servers, Connect is watching, comparing, and calculating. For some, this represents a triumph of modern governance, a smart, efficient way to ensure fairness in our society. For others, it's the quiet, creeping rise of algorithmic surveillance, an unacceptable intrusion into our private lives. Where do you stand? This has been The Dirty Pound, where we expose Britain's hidden economy. If you found this investigation insightful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into corruption, black money, and financial crime across the United Kingdom, the Grand Sud-Ouest. Thanks for watching.